presents Kerr Jula Challenge Business Plan Competition.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
Welcome once again.
Thank
and congrats.
you.
I would like to congratulate you for making it to this phrase. So this time around, you do a summary of your business, but
Yeah.
we will be concentrating more or less like the operation. So the floor is all yours.
Okay, thank you. Good day, everyone. My name is our MCC, the founder of Edison Enterprise. My business is basically on making solar dryers. Solar dryer, it dries fruits and also vegetables and also seeds that helps women in their gardening. And also, my market is the people in the rural area, combo here, individuals, women in the garden too. It helps them to store their materials in case if you grow a lot of vegetables, at the end of the day, you do not have a place where to store it. But with the help of the solar dryer, you can store it, and after then you use it for it can be used for a long period of time. It can be kept and be saved for you. And also, the financial side is the material cost takes us 144,986, and our logistic cost was 116,000. The transport was 60,000, and one cost of solar dryer takes us 8,444. Yeah, and this is how my business operates. You put your product in the solar dryer. With the help of the extractor fan, it extracts the heat from and the moisture that the product is having. It's going to extract it to make it dry and to shape it in a better place with the help of the solar panel and also the sunrise.
You done?
Yeah.
Can you just take us in depth on the management structure of your business? How is it right now?
Alhamdulillah, the business, we make solar dryers and sell it to the people that are in the rural areas and even in the combos here that do gardening, and also even individual stores their things. Sometimes if you buy kanja and other things, you have to slice it in the middle and put it inside here in the solar dryer for it to be dry. After then you can keep it and use it for a sunguf this time.
Yeah. Thank you, Abba. Yeah. Is it just you? Who are you working with? And what's your role in the business? What's their role in the business?
Okay. I'm working with my teacher. She's my mentor, Awan Jai. She helps me in. We have a carpenter that helps us to cut in the size of the wood because we use wood there, and a scrap fridge. And also for me, my place is I do fix solar panels and also the extractor fan. That's what it's known of. It's very simple, so it doesn't need a lot of work. Yeah, so I'm in charge of making the solar panels and also the extractor fan.
Okay, so are you the CEO? Do you have other people? You're the founder, are you?
Yeah.
Do you have other co-founders?
Yeah, we have another co-founders, yes. That's Yawa. She's my mentor. She's the one that helps me to build up this idea. So I came into it and I see that I am very good in it, and I also ventured into it. Yeah.
Do you intend to hire anybody in your team?
Yeah, sure.
Like how many people are you looking at here till next 1 year?
In the next 1 year, I'm a technician, so I see that learning only solar and electrical is not the only thing that we need to learn. I'm learning solar and electrical. I see that I did renewable energy, and solar is part of the renewable energy. And we have students at the school. So from their graduates, I can help those people to employ them and to make solar dryers. Instead of, now contracts have been many. in solar and electrical. But with the help of this solar dryer, because it's a renewable thing, I even want to go further to make in solar radios and also in wind turbine. That's what we even up to make and to make employment for other people that are doing solar and electrical to be employed.
All right. Good morning, everyone. My name is Usman Jane, proprietor of Aussie Connections and Accessories. Aussie Connections is a small sole proprietor business operating in a highly competitive and less differentiated industry in the Gambia. To ensure capability and to survive in such industry, one needs to operate differently. In 2020, we were able to increase our turnover by 160% simply because we established a visible office in Gunjur, Combo South, West Coast region that harnesses all our products and services with our official telephone number. A signboard is erected in front of the office with display of all our services that we offer to the general public. And the office also is equipped to upkeep staff and also to win the confidence of customers. Aussie Connections operates like any other standard business with clear job description given to each staff to meet the operational needs of the business. We operate from Monday to Sunday because earlier I said the business is to provide basic needs like the mobile airtime. So we operate from Monday to Sunday on a shiftly basis. And the operating time is 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. The maximum hours that a staff work per day is 7 hours. And we also organize annual retreats to train our staff on customer service. We set targets on staff. We set targets for staff also that we review their performance every month. Every month we review the performance of our staff. In the annual retreat also, we examine the general performance of the business, and the retreat goes with a lot of fun, like plenty food, drinks, and a boat trip to motivate the staff more. In terms of technology, we use Microsoft Office to do our data entries, and we are looking forward to a centralized system whereby once a data is put in, the right relevant staff or the right relevant supervisor will have access to the data immediately. Internally, we communicate through direct calls, text messages, or WhatsApp. For external communication, we use different channels of communication depending on the area and the type of customer we are communicating. Like, for example, we are maintaining a Facebook page that is regularly updated, and we are also running a regular radio advert on the local radio that always tell people about our services and what we offer, and any other relevant information that may be useful to the general public. And we are also into corporate responsibilities, like we are involved in the annual beach cleansing exercise, and we also organize quiz competition between school-going children in Combo South through Kids Dream Corner family.
Thank you, Usman. Sure. I just wanted to know, what's your organogram like? Because you keep on saying we. So are you your founder? Do you have other co-founders? Do you have a management team? How many people do you have in your team, and what are their roles?
Thank you very much. Yeah, in my first presentation, the visibility, I have said that. And today also I said it is a sole proprietor business, singly owned by one person. But like we are a team now. So that's why in the operations, I'm always saying we. Like I am the CEO, I am the founder of the business, but we have operations manager who oversees the daily operation of the business, and all the staff are answerable directly to him because they understand the structure. The structure is flat. Like for me, my role is more of corporate, like to make sure the product is available, all other things are okay. But to run the business day to day is the job of the operations manager, and the marketing manager also is there plus 3 tailors.
What I want to understand is you made mention of school student quizzes and how is that related to your business?
Yeah, because business should give back to their communities. It's because of the communities. That's why we are OSI Connections. That's why we are able to be in the system up to now. I can tell you, because of that, some people will leave all the way just to come and buy credit from our office. So that's why we think we should give back to our school going. Our office is just located near Gunjur Upper Basic. So we have a lot of customers, teachers customers, and students also sometimes when their parents send them to buy credit, they come to us. So we are making profit from that. Then we think we should give back at least part of that profit to them. So this particular event is normally organized by Kids Dream Corner family in Gunjur, but we support the program.
And you made mention of having staff working for you 7 hours every day,
yes,
from Monday to Sunday.
We
on a
don't
shiftly base.
Yes.
Yeah. So how many staffs do you have right now?
In total, we are 6. I have 5 staff, including myself, making it 6. So what we do, 2 staff are mainly in the field. Last time I explained, like we go around a lot. So 2 staff mainly, they have motorbikes and they use that to go around. So 3 work at the office on shiftly basis. Most of the time in the mornings, we will have 2 there, and in the afternoons, we will have 1. So the operation times, morning shift will start from 8 up to 3, and afternoon will start from 3 to 8 o'clock.
What are the tools you use to monitor your staff performance?
Thank you very much. That is the targets we set for them, because we keep regular data. So we set targets and we give it to them. So at the end of the month, because every day we put in our sales, So at the end of the month, we review your sales to check whether you have met your target or not. Because meeting your target is based on your salary increment as well. Because it's part of our business plan that every year at least we should increase our sales by 10% and at least increase staff salary by 5%.
Yes, I just want to know, out of interest, do you have any operational challenges or managing the team? What are these challenges that you have?
For me, the strategies that we use to, number one, that's what I said. Like, for example, a visible office is a very good strategy. When we started newly, the office was in my house. So you can see, that's when you look at my first presentation, you will see a big gap between the 2019 and the 2020 performance. The 2020 performance was supported by the office. Because when we put the office, many people, the passerbys in the car, will even drop just to come and do business transaction because of the office. When we were inside, they don't see the office. And number 2 also, we work on the mindset of our staff. Gambia, I can tell you, customer service is at the introductory level. So being an experienced person, I know that one is a challenge for even the bigger companies. So every year, we train our staff on customer service so that they will have the right mindset towards our customers. Once a customer is satisfied, they will obviously advertise for you for free. So those are some of the strategies that we use. And when we came newly also, because we studied the market, almost in the Gambia, all credit vendors are operating in the same way. That is just to have a table on the side and you sell. We wrote introductory letters and we take them to different offices in the Gambia. So through that, we were able to have some of the offices that we send their monthly credit. So those are some of the strategies that we use to gain competitive advantage over our competitors.
My name is Samba Kurubali, and then I am here to represent the Bike App team. The Bike App is a mobile application where commuters will be able to book a ride. When you book a ride with the Bike App, that will not only, the implementation of the Bike App will not only provide an alternative means of transportation, but also give many jobs to youths with motorbikes. The Bike App will be in 2 forms. The driver app and the passenger app. The driver app will be used by the bike drivers. The passenger app will be used by the commuters. The passenger app and the driver app will constantly be communicating with each other. So they will be constantly sending requests. If someone tries to book a ride, a request will be sent to the driver app from the passenger app. When the driver accepts the ride, request will be sent back to the passenger app that a driver has actually accepted your request to drive you. So in order to handle the amount of requests that are going on between the passenger app and the driver app, in order for that to be regulated, we have an authentication server. The authentication server is going to ensure that, for instance, if someone tries to book a ride with the passenger app, the authentication server is going to check whether that person that is trying to book an app with the passenger app, whether this person is actually a registered member of the passenger app before it decides to send that request to the driver app. So what we are trying to do is that we are trying to also the part in which those requests are being sent, we are trying to ensure that it is private and secure. We are trying to ensure this from the authentication server level. And then what we are trying to ensure is that all genuine requests pass through, and requests which are not genuine are not allowed to pass through in the communication between the passenger app and the driver app. So the bike app team will also have a team of 5 professionals, 2 developers, 1 product engineer, 1 graphic designer, and a project manager. And then we intend to also make money through advertising and then lobbying for funds. And the money which is generated, we intend to spend that money on, for instance, case studies. The case study will help us establish a fair pricing between the passenger and the driver. On top of that, in order to maintain the team members of the bike app, we also need to spend some of that revenue generated to help us maintain our bike app team members. And on top of that, in order to host our applications both on the Play Store and the App Store, in order to host them there will be fees to be paid. There will be fees to be paid on those platforms for them to host our applications there. And then some of the revenues generated also will be used in order to satisfy such fees. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Hi Samba, welcome again. Congratulations on making it this far.
Thank you.
So you spoke about having your structure.
Yes.
So currently you're a co-founder, is it? How many founders do you have? And you mentioned about having product engineers, etc. How are you going to fund that? How many members would you have in your team?
Currently, we have only 2 co-founders, and both of those co-founders are developers. So currently, when we want to make, for instance, when I want to work with a product engineer, what I try to do is I try to give them, I tell them what I need. They do it for me, then I pay them. That's
on a freelance basis,
yes,
kind of like consultant.
On a freelance basis. That is how I'm doing for now. But then having people having a team dedicated to what we want to do, for instance, let's say we are trying to implement this within 6 months. Actually, that's the plan. Having a team that is so focused on implementing this for the next 6 months and having the salaries which are involved in paying these people or maintaining these people within those 6 months is what we are trying to do currently. Because what we realize is 2 developers cannot do it alone. We need the graphic designer for them to visualize things for us. We need the product engineer to ensure that the app flow is maintained. We also need the project manager to ensure that the timelines are met. And then the developers, we have them there.
Okay, so this is at the inception of the business, so it's a new business starting off. How are you going to sustain that? Do you have a sustainability plan? Do you have an idea of how much it's going to cost in a year, to have a team like that?
The cost I checked was how much it's going to cost us for 6 months to keep it, to get it running. But after that, I am also expecting that the selling we would. What I'm expecting to do is to use, as I used Facebook in my last, but then I'll use it again because Facebook and Instagram, for instance, you can reach 50,000 Gambians just like that. And then the advertisement cost there is very cheap. And then anyone who is thinking about bikes, for some reason, they will have access to advertisements. It goes according to your feed and your interest. So that, which is a very effective way of advertising, which is why if you don't have the funds, and then if those advertisements are done properly, I expect that Gambians will fall for this. Because for me personally, when I started using these bikes, where I was and when I came to the Gambia also in Farafenni and all of that, I love it. I love it. And I'm like, I feel the same for other people if we sell it properly.
Okay, so within 6 months, the business should take off. So where's the revenue coming from? What are the revenue streams?
Currently, we don't have revenue streams because it is not up yet. So the only place where we can get revenue is within the co-founders, and probably people who are watching this show and wish to be investors, they can also come on board.
maa ngi tudda Amadou Saraba dëkk Kanifing suma business bi mu ngi located at Banjul maa ngi def photocopy ak printing ak laminating banners si loolu laa de def si suma business bi and mu ngi located to Banjul maa ngi def mostly li ma dee gën a def mooy photocopy in Banjul foofu ak printing bi and then the other thing is also like dama dee am customers yoo xam ne dama leen dee defaral suñ buggee banners pour suñ buggee photocopy ak printing right now sax maa ngi indi woon sample tamit pour won leen suma printing bu ma nekkati def pour at this moment and then maa ngi am ñu ñaari nit ñoo fa nekk di liggéey together ñu ñaar ñoo nekk si place bi right now moom mu ngi si place bi man maa ngi focus si trade fair bi man si trade fair bi laa nekk and then man suma bagage yi moo si dama ko dee jëndee EP30 o Sonko Jilen man foofu laa dee gën a jëndee suma bagage yi ci loolu laa gën a focus on su ma dee jëndee te dama dee supply tamit comme léegi mun ngaa soxla A4 size papers ak ink ak cartridge dama ko dee mun a dem jëli jee foofu ma dem ma supply ko suma business bi maa ngi ko starté woon with $50,000 waaye dem nañ ba am ci around am nañ ci $100,000 with profit and then right now si Gcci trade fair bi fii nii dem naa bi am naa fa 14,000 si Gcci bi because with Gcci am ak naa ñoom contract loo xam ne maa leen doon liggéeyal si yeneen stuff si with business card ak stickers ak different stakeholders yoo xam ne tamit ñu ngi fi maa ngi doon liggéey gaay ci lu demee noonu.
waaw right now ñaata nit ñoo moom business bi yéen ñaata yaa leen ko moom.
man kenn la.
yow kenn yaa ko moom.
waaw man dama employé keneen ki.
da nga employé keneen.
waaw
kooku la moo nekk ruulam lan lam fa lay def si business bi.
moom léegoolee comme like man nu ma nekkee si biti mun naa am a contract dama ko send moom dafa design dafa print dafa def everything moom because understand na liggéey bi loolu moo tax ma jël ko koo xam ne dafa understand liggéey man su ma fa nekkul sax comme right now nu ma génnee nit su ñëwee du ma xaar ba ma ñëw moom dafa def liggéey bi. waaw
waaye yow intenuloo pour ut ku la koo maketal ku la because foo nekk nii ñu bari ñu ngi koo def te yow loo wax maanaam yaa ngi liggéey ak office yi ak yooyu.
non maa ngi ut ku ma maketal bu baax a baax because loolu bokk na si tey su ma wiinee si grand bi nii pour ma yokk bagage ma yokk koo xam ne dama ko employé moom dafa focus si maquette bi ñun ñu nekk si shop bi léegoolee man tam mun naa génn dem di maquette yi keneen ki nekk si shop bi loolu moom bokk na si ma number one intention loo xam ne damaa yokk staffs pour loo xam ne damaa liggéey ak ñoom together.
Amadou naa def.
jaama rek.
waaw congratulations.
thank you.
li nga ko making this far. so léegi su kenn ñëwoon from si biti ne xaaral ma investor business waaye dama bugga shares ndax lii li nga pare pour def la ak how much would you be willing to give up si sa business bi yow kenn yaa ko moom.
waaw
léegi su kenn jógee woon si biti ne dama bugga invest ci sa business bi den nga ma moom ci dara looy def ak looy wax.
waaw li may def mooy damay njëkk a gëstu xool suma business bi understand te xam naa suma business bi sax de waaye bëgg naa tamit ñoo xam ne man ragaluma pour am ak share with anybody waaye dañ koy teg ci loi su ma lay jox percentage dama lay jox maybe 20% or 30% loo xam ne man may am ëpp doole pour business bi because doo mun a nekk yow kenn ci business bugguloo yaatal nit ñi foog nga yaatal sa bunta yi nga mun a liggéey ak nit ñi pour nga mun a grow because tey man dama ko lay jëlee exemple man suma role model kenn la mooy Mohamed Jakisel because man gis naa ne mu nekk di expand te mu ngi liggéey ak nit ñi man tamit pare naa pour liggéey ak nit ñi pour mun a expand suma business bi.
xanaa because yaa ngi QTV.
non du QTV soo ko seetee dama mos a attend benn nekkof conference mooy first time ma meet ko ma gis ko ci la ñu doon advice about this business thing ñu fekk ñu ndaw le woon man xelaatuma woon sax dinaa ubbi this shop depuis bu mu ko waxee woon ci la keep suma mind bi kon ñun dañu war a jógal suñu boppa liggéey da ngay gis ne gis nga like this t-shirt nii sax bii suma
mun nañ koo gis.
waaw brand bii laa defar is my business name yaakaar ma def enterprise bi nii maa ngi fa def yaakaar ma def enterprise bi dama fa def a brand am na ko xam ne mu ngi mun naa di explain. am na koo xam ne dafa ñëw mu ngi am fashion shop mu gis maa ngay def lii after mu ngi ne su peut-être trade fair bi jeexee mun naa ko call ñu communiquer ñu xool naka laa mun a defaree different color of t-shirts nga xam ne dama ko mun di yóbbu si shop bi ma mun ko nekk di business ak moom.
nice léegi lii lu mu uteeg yeneen ñii print sa t-shirt bi ñu wan nii lu mu utee ñeneen ni seen yos.
waaw because man dafa am quality am nga léegoo-léeg machine yi tamit dañ dee utee because quality bu mu àndal la moo tax and then quality t-shirt laa jël ma def ko fa bi nekkul t-shirt yoo xam ne da ngaa jël rek any t-shirt rek ñëw printé ko fa because dama dem ut pure cotton boo xam ne ni ku ko mën a sol at any time mun nga koo sol cotton la yes.
design bi moom soo ko xoolee moom ndiroo na man moom bëgg naa sol design comme noo ko design yi rafet na moom. boobu moom rafet na trop comme the way it is designed is just like this ready made so it doesn't look so it's really nice waaye rafet na trop.
jërëjëf
yes sorry ba pare yow lii da nga ko jàng ak ki nekk ci ki nga bàyyi ci buti bi keneen ki nga liggéeyal def ko jàng na.
waaw def ko jàng.
loo leen jàng. loo leen jàng.
jàng neen because dew ma into academical level comme school bi ni study ko waaye dama amoon boss moom moo ma doon jàngal designing ak nu ñu defaree everything pour editing ak yooyu noonu yëpp dama ko dee def man dama amoon special boss boo xam ne dama doon dem train si moom mu maa jàngal liggéey ba ma mu ne ma léegi mu bàyyi ma demal suma boppa yes.
Amadou I think am nga experience xam nga about business xam nga foo bëgg a jëm léegi man suma only concern mooy rek comme li nga def lan moo ci utee rek comme lan moo ci nekk innovation lan moo ci utee ak ñeneen ni loolu rek mooy suma lifin xëy na soo ma munee wax leena rek loo xam ne man mun naa yóbbu waale saa yu ma la gisee saa yu ma déggee yaakaar saa yu ma déggee Amadou xam naa ne loolu yow rek a ko fi am o yow rek a ko fee def.
waaw utee bi am naa ci benn utee loo xam ne because beneen t-shirt bi indiwuma ko indi naa beneen uteelu t-shirt boo xam ne ni ma ko designé dama ko xool gisuma boo xam ne am na keneen ku ko def because t-shirt boobu noonu dafa over attractive dafa rafet yaa ngi gis and then comme si pen yi xam nga nit ñi pen yi brand bi comme da nga gis nit ki binda si pen bi ni le brandam waaye man dama def indi utee boo xam ne dama ko def si pencil nga xam ne léegi yow soo amee sa pencil ngay binda sa xale yu dem noo si school sax suñ téyee seen school bi mun naa leen ko fa defal seen néemi school bi wala baaj bi nga tafal leen ko si pencil bi nga xam ne loolu tam dafa indi another difference with ño
waaw léegi yow da nga war a ut loo xam ne comme li nga wax pencil bi man gisuma keneen kuy print si pencil ni nga def sa chart bi wutee na soo nga concentrate focus on yow sa niche ne ok lii man rek a ko fee def
waaw
loolu dina la yóbbu kanam tamit
because pencil bi moom gisuma kenn koo xam ne mu ngi ko def moo tax man tam ma ne xaaral ma génne si pencil bi képp koo xam ne def na pencil rek su ëllëgee dinañ dégg ne si yaakaar enterprise lañ gisee yëfi pencil
nice it's a good idea xam naa ne suñ ko chaabee mu jeex nag moom mooy noonu
waaw xam nga jos si sa brand la mu su la neexee tamit mun nga ko yóbbu si boori cat bi xam nga mais bi tamit si digga bi wala si boori cat bi loolu comme li nga wax tamit sa idea mun na si jàngee ne ñu yóbbu ko si cat bi nga xam ne suy demee bay waaj a jeex sax te ñun lu bari tamit duñu
si dama chaab rek di dem
loolu tamit dëgg la yeah.
As the fastest growing GSM company in the Gambia, QCell has the widest 4G plus coverage in the country, 3 times faster internet speed than our competitors. So switch now and dial *335# and enjoy what true 4G feels like. QCell, the Gambia's trusted network.
I am the CEO at Edison Enterprise. We deal in internet and printing services. We do graphic designing as well and other IT-related services. Mnet is operating in a way that we sell internet services to individual users that are having in phones or laptops, or maybe even if you don't have that. I'm having a sub, and then there are some desktop you can come there and you do your researches and then orders. I'm still talking on the, on the side of internet.
You are free to use your book. You're free to use it.
Yes, thank you so much.
Don't worry about it. You're free to use it.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
You're welcome.
At the side of the internet, we have daily services, hourly, and then monthly services. The monthly services is per device. We are charging like $350, and then sometimes we have up to 10 customers amount, but sometimes you don't have that. But overall sales you used to get monthly is $2,200, and then the daily we used to score up to the $6,300, and the hourly is sometimes we can have up to $6,000 or more. Depends on how people come. At the side of graphic designing, we do poster creation, and we also do video editing and all that, And then Mnet is about to start a project that is called Connect Soma. These services is to extend our Wi-Fi coverages to other parts of the town, yeah.
The Connect Soma, so it's like you're also providing internet services.
Yes, I am.
So do you have license for that?
Yes,
So do you have satellite, or how is it? Just take me through the architecture.
In that side, right now, I am using only 10 meg, but if I'm starting that one, I will take 100 megs from Gamtel, so I will distribute that one among all my customers.
So you said you taking more or less like the internet services from Gamtel and you're reselling it.
Yeah, exactly.
You have license to do that.
It's a registered business, but this is just idea that I want to do. And then if I'm to do that, I know there are some procedures that I should follow, like trying to have my own license. If I'm doing the Connect Soma, before I will launch it, I will make sure that every document is intact to operate as a legal entity.
Okay, thank you so much. How many of you are in the business? Is it just you?
No. Mnet is having 2 full-time staffs, including me, but there are some other 2 that I am training who are still working there, and then there's no salary allocated for those 2. But then at every end of month, I used to give them a token to compensate their time. Yes.
So right now, what they're doing is just to help you, but they're not working for you. They're helping you.
Yeah.
So each time, anytime from now, they can just vanish and go away.
I'm training them.
You're training them.
I'm training them on how to do the whole business is there. The reason why I am even training them, is for them to understand how to do the work, so that if this connects some lunch, I can just get those people and then fix them there.
And how long have you been in business for?
I started this in 2000. I started, Mnet in 2019. It is now 3 years.
Okay, and then in the last 2 years, what has been your income like in a year? What have you made? Let's say at the end of 2021, what was your profit?
In the end of 2020, those days, business was not going well because of the, COVID, But then, in the previous years, that is, in 2019, overall profit was $97,000.
In the year, okay.
Yeah.
Do you pay yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's after taking out your salary, all your overhead.
Yes. After taking out the salaries and then all that, net profit for the whole year. Was $93,000.
Okay, sure. And then what are you doing that's so different? It sounds to me like it's a multi-services business, like
yes,
a lot of people are doing. So
yes.
What makes you stand out?
The skills I have, and I am so experienced, if it comes to ITC. I started doing this work since 2006. When I just graduated from high school, I started working in different, internet cafe, and then I had the chance to work in 2 different ISPs, in the Gambia, that is, the previous one was this place, NetPage. I leave that job and then start up this.
Okay, and if you were to win the Jula challenge, what would you do with the money?
If I win the challenge, I will, I will purchase, some printers and then some outdoor devices to launch my, connect some up.
Okay. Do you have a sample?
Project.
Do you have a sample of any of your products you're printing?
No. Okay. I have them on my page. I have a Facebook page. You can type. Mnet to see.
Okay. Thank you.
At the side of, can I just one?
Okay, no problem. You're free.
Thank you so much. I said I will buy printers, if I win the Jula. That is going to help my graphic design in services, because sometimes in summer there is so difficult to have those kind of printing services over there. People have to travel all the way to urban area to do printing.
Thank you for having me first. My name is Mustafa Conte. I am an electrical and automation engineer, and I am the founder of Protect Gambia. Project Gambia is an electrical engineering and artificial intelligence registered business specialized in electronics, electricals, and advanced security system. Besides our biometric smart attendance system and its exceptional features, we also provide software and hardware integrated solutions committed to driving smarter technology in the Gambia. How do we do this? For instance, industrial institutions, for instance, have a demand for high security and safety. With this device, you can integrate access controls, security systems, and IP cameras all into one single interface. This means you can connect all these 3 devices into one single interface and have a main board where you can control all this. This makes the work easy for the staff management to control real time and also control the management staff in one go. We generate revenue through consultancy services, repairs and installations. Also, we have a cloud server where we save the data of our clients and they pay quarterly. In 2023, we are expected to have a 25% increase in our capital expense. This is largely because we are moving from home office to actually renting an office and also buying assets like computers and printers. By the end of the year, we are expected to have a 40% increase in our revenue. And we have an operation on how we intend to achieve our goals and objectives. And here's a breakdown of our roadmap. First, the team is divided into 2 sections. We have the marketing and the research team. This team is responsible for carrying out data collection from customers, engaging customers in the initial stage before even having to produce our products, engaging, collecting data and analyzing data. They also carry out marketing, social media marketing, word of mouth marketing, and also writing of proposal letters. This team is also responsible for carrying out research on trending electrical and electronic products so that we can stay in line with the latest technology. Then we have the IT and the technical team. This team is responsible for carrying out surveys on site before actual installations. They also do installations, the programming of RFID cards that we are going to use, and also, importantly, train the staff and end users on how to use our products. We have a financial goal, which is to increase our monthly revenue to 45% in 12 months. And this is also attainable if we execute all our plans accordingly. This means we'll be able to have a huge proportion of our market share.
What's your management structure like? How many people are in the business? Who's the founder? Are there other co-founders? And the other people, what are their roles?
Yeah, that's a good. Okay, basically we are five. It consists of an an electrical engineer, myself. We have a finance team of two females. They are responsible for the marketing and the sales. And then we have two technical teams as well. So basically we are a team of 5 young engineers with vast experience in home industrial and commercial automation.
Okay, who's the founder?
I am the founder.
Are you the only founder?
Yes, basically I am the only founder.
Okay, so it's a structured, it sounds like a structured
company.
Yeah,
it's basically structured, and the 3 of them are working full-time. The 2 technical technicians are working based on contracts. When we have contracts, then we have them, they execute the job and they get paid upon contracts. But the remaining 3 are actually full-time workers.
And so how long has your company been in business for?
We registered 2021 December, so exactly a year ago.
Okay, and then within the last year, what has been your revenue like?
Okay, in every product, for instance, we do more of biometric smart attendance systems, and we generate a profit of 60% in the total, which means if we buy a biometric for 10,000, shipment, logistics, and all goes to 15, and we sell it for 25. Okay. So it's progressing so far, and we are planning on going big next year, looking into new technologies also, and also keeping our customers with the latest technology.
And where are you based?
At Westfield, Mamadi Manjang Highway. It's close to the Narvik.
Thank you so much. But my question is just, if you look at it, startups, we lack the ability to understand when it comes to staff, or let me say, importance of understanding the role of a manager and also the role of a CEO. Most of them, they think that, okay, CEO, I just need to be doing stuff at home or relaxing, chilling. But actually, you need to understand the performance of every particular individual that's working for you. So how do you intend to monitor those performance?
Yeah, basically, I work with the technical team because I myself, I am an electrician. So what happens is, in our team, we don't see anybody as a manager or a CEO. I work hand in hand with the technicians, and so we don't have a problem of, all I do is give instructions and also follow them in executing these instructions. And so we are very organized because we usually have trainings and also gatherings whereby we share our work plans, break them down, and make sure that each and every member executes their plan accordingly.
So what Kerr is saying, have you heard of KPIs? KPIs, metrics for staff. So it costs you money if the staff aren't working as they're supposed to. So you need to have ways to measure their output or their impact. Right. So
we've had that. We have that problem last year because one of the staff was actually in their final year in university, so they couldn't be able to work with us continuously. As a result, we needed to find a backup to replace her before she graduated last year. So we've always had this backup in case the staff were not delivering. But now we have them on full time, so we are not facing that kind of problem.
Today, we're just gonna dive into the management structure and operation. But just give us a brief insight of your business. Just short one, but you have 3 minutes, yeah? Yeah.
The managing director of Ibaba. Ibaba is basically an online marketplace where you can order products and we'd have it delivered to you right to your doorstep. Yeah, so we want Ibaba to be some sort of a virtual mall where when you think about shopping or buying anything, you think Ibaba first. That's the whole idea behind Ibaba. Our operational plan at Ibaba is a pretty simple one, as we are a tech startup. We are a startup, in quotes. So basically, at Ibaba, what we do is, before we have our staffs, all of them have like stipulated rules that they should play, and this is actually explained to them during the inception, like from the beginning. You are meant to know what exactly is expected of you, in line with our goals as well, what we want to achieve at the end of the year. So what we do is, we divided ourselves into units. We have the graphic design and the product shooting unit. Those are responsible for like the design of our flyers, and then also entering the products on our platforms. Then we have our software developer who is currently in the States. He's doing his master's, but he's responsible for all the work that involves our website, that has to do with developing it and the likes. And then we have the accountant. The accountant deals with the monetary part, and she also handles customer care. And we have the delivery unit. The delivery unit handles the logistic work and the like. Then I come in, I oversee everything, and also I'm responsible for like maintaining relationship with the suppliers. And also what I do at Ibaba is also to make sure that people know about the business. I don't limit myself to just sitting at the office. I go out there, I meet people constantly. Yeah. So at Ibaba, we also believe that even though we have given everybody your assigned responsibilities, you shouldn't be limited to that, because we believe in the startup community, and as a startup, we cannot operate like big businesses where you just focus on what you are special at, like what's your specialized area. That's all that you focus in. It doesn't necessarily have to be that way. You have to go beyond that and do some other things. Sometimes if I'm not around, you will see some other staff will step in and then do things that I do. You might also catch me riding a bike and doing the delivery. That is when we are overwhelmed with orders. We have a lot of orders. I also step in and do it. So this is the method that we use at Ibaba to make sure that at least everything is in place. So we also have a clear stipulated process with regards to when an order comes in, right to where the customers get to have their products. So in the beginning, let's say when you place an order on Ibaba, I get a text message, said, okay, there's an order on the platform. I check the order, I then pass it to the accountant to let her know that, okay, there's an order that came in. Then she will try to fix the finance that's involved, and then she will also forward it to the delivery guy. The delivery will handle the process, and then it will reach the customer. Then it will come back again to the finance to make sure that the money and everything is intact. So this is the process we use at Ibaba to make sure that everything works smoothly.
Yeah, I wanted to ask, before I ask my question about how many people there are, but can't you have the system do your reconciliation for you? Rather than having to go out of the system, calculate, and then
with regards to when an order comes in, the monetary part. No, that is already indicated in the order. But we want the finance also to be very much aware of what happens. And that is why, because sometimes an order come in, we are not constantly online. I am not like constantly online that when an order comes in. So that's why we came up with this strategy of connecting it to a text message. When you order, even if I'm not online, I'm going to get a text message to know that, okay, an order just came in. So that's why I have to keep the accountant in the loop as well, so that she would know, okay, there's an order. So she would also be aware that, okay, this is the order. How are we, then we can negotiate, how the payments are going to be made. Sometimes some people will call in, they wouldn't make payments directly. They would want to, do the transfer, and they would want to choose for themselves what transfer method they would use. So all that is why I have to pass it on to the accountant first, so that she would also be aware of it. But for the calculation with regards to what the product will cost and all that, that is already indicated on the platform. And from our back end, we can see exactly what the product cost is and what we are going to be selling it for, plus the delivery charges.
Sure. Why I ask, what if you start now, I think Ibaba, you're doing amazing stuff.
Okay.
What if you start having 10,000 customers? That's not sustainable. So what is the plan?
Yes, I understand that it appears to be unsustainable right now, but I also mentioned something with regards to the people, we are a startup. We don't have, we have to work in ways that, it will be a bit simpler, as we cannot just specialize on one thing. So like I said, our accountant also handles like customer care and other things as well. So which means that there has to be this communication constantly. She might be doing something else when an order comes in, which means I will have a text message. So I need to send this to them. But then as we grow, we'll have special people that will be responsible for this. We'll have special people that will be responsible. It doesn't necessarily have to come from me and then the accountant. There will be somebody that will be responsible for like handling the entire order process, and it doesn't have to go through lines. But for now, we have to break down these responsibilities to make it easier on ourselves.
Sure.
Yes.
So with your operations, currently your team, what's the structure, organo structure like? How many people do you have? Are you the only founder?
Yes.
Is it like a flat structure? What's the structure like?
Yes. We have someone above me. So I am there and we have somebody else. He doesn't directly work from the office.
What is his role? What's your role?
Yes. Okay. So his role there at the top is to like, he oversees everything and then accounts me as well, because we believe that accountability is very important. So I shouldn't be left alone doing everything on my own, making decisions all by myself. So at the end of the week, what I do is I write a report to this person. I write a report. It doesn't necessarily have to be me writing a report, but I took that responsibility to be able to write a report to that person and let that person know, okay, this is what is happening at the end of the week. And he would advise to me, okay, this is what we should do, this is what we should do. Maybe we should try this, maybe what we should try this.
So he's the director?
He is the main, we put him as the main guy, yes, the main guy.
Up there.
But I'm the MD, yes.
He's like my CD.
Yes, that's it. That's how it is. I think like something similar to that.
But you're the CEO?
No, I'm the MD. I'm the managing director.
Okay, so he's the founder?
He's the founder. So he brought me in. Yes, he brought me in, yes.
Okay, and then?
Yes, we have the whole order organization that has to do with the two people that do the graphic design and the product sorting. Then we have somebody else that does the software development. He was with us then, but he recently went for masters. But he still does his work remotely. So that's very easy for us. And then we have somebody else that handles the account work. And then we have the delivery unit. And then we have myself.
Okay, now to the delivery side. So there was, why didn't you partner with the companies?
Yes, as I mentioned initially, well, our business model, like I said, we also have to bring in revenue in order for this to work, you understand? And like I said, I understand that most of our other competitors are like working with these entrepreneurs that are posting products on their platform. They sort of charge some sort of money for them to post, you understand? We don't want our business model to work that way. We don't want to charge money in the beginning, you understand? So we have to find alternative ways to make money. Yeah, so that is why, we obviously partner with other people to like sell products on our platform, and they're like, yeah. So that is how we make money on the platform as well, yeah.
My only question is on the tech part. How many people are involved on the tech part?
On the tech part. Myself, I am a computer science graduate from the University of the Gambia. I have a degree in computer science, so I don't limit myself to only managerial work. I also get involved. I get my hands dirty sometimes. That's very normal. And we have Samba himself is he's currently doing his master's in software development in the USA, Maharishi University. Yeah. So
have you guys have any downtime?
Downtime with regards
to your platform, meaning some sort of like
okay, what we experience, it has to do with not our platform as in our website itself, but like our Facebook. There's this copyright policies sometimes we have to battle with from time to time, because sometimes it has to do with our advertisements. We share some videos that might have a little bit of music or something. Facebook are very strict about this. Even though sometimes they will let us do this, sometimes they will come in and then say, okay, you cannot do it anymore. Then they will currently our platform is down, and we have up to 10,000 followers on our Facebook alone. So these are things that we face from time to time, difficulties that we face. But our website is functional.
maybe create your own music. But it's interesting how you mentioned samba.
Yes.
Right? But you don't mention who's up there, but also who's up there is not here.
No, we have a whole lot of people that I don't necessarily have to mention, but like I'm just saying samba in a sense that, you know, it's easier for me since we are talking about the software development part. So I'm very familiar with samba. We do a lot of work together, and I thought it would have been easier for me to just mention him and just go with the flow. That's
so if you're to look for investment, you'll be the one doing that and not the founder.
Yeah, the thing is, we are working on shares for the company. That is, I will have a part of it. You understand? Yeah. So this has to be in place.
So you're a co-founder.
Exactly, a co-founder sort of, yes.
Because that's the only way it's gonna work.
Yes.
Because if the founder is not involved 100%,
no, I understand.
Any investment.
Yes, I understand that, and I wouldn't be seeking for investment if I wasn't a co-founder. So,
but this is an investment too.
Oh yes,
in a way.
That's right. That's right. Okay. That's right. Yeah. So basically, we brought all these minds together. Our accountant is also a degree holder at the University of the Gambia. She did accounting. So we brought all these people together. We know that they are top in their fields, and we wanted to bring them on board so that we could work together and make Ibaba great. That's the whole idea behind it.
Cool.
Yeah.
SK produced it.
Jula, Charlie. Jula, Charlie.